In Marvel Comics, mutants, also known as Homo superior, are an offshoot of humans possessing the mutant X gene, which activates during puberty, giving those who possess the gene latent powers. These mutants have formed various teams. There are heroic teams that want peace between humans and mutants, and villainous teams that crave mutant supremacy. In this video, we shall see about some of the major evil mutant teams in Marvel Comics and their notable members. So, without wasting any time, let's dive into the video. Brotherhood of Mutants. The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants was originally created by the Master of Magnetism, Magneto, as an extremist terrorist group that promoted mutant supremacy. The group was in direct opposition to Professor Xavier's X-Men, whose dream and mission involved peaceful coexistence between mutants and humans. Across the years, the Brotherhood has had many incarnations, all having in common the use of violence to subjugate humans and guarantee mutant protection. Most prominently, the deceitful shapeshifter Mystique, usually oriented by the future visions of destiny, has been a constant leader and reviver of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Notable members of the team include Magneto, Exodus, Quicksilver, Toad, Sabretooth, etc. Hellfire Club. The Hellfire Club began in 18th century England as a social club for the British social elite and wealthy. The club's purpose is to obtain and exert power through politics and economic influence instead of outward conquest and domination. Since its foundation, they have been involved in wars and assassinations. The organization is run by the Inner Circle. This secret group assumed the titles of chess pieces, with the leaders being the respective Black King or White King and Black Queen or White Queen, followed by Black Bishop or White Bishop, Black Knight or White Knight, and Black Rook or White Rook. Membership is hereditary, meaning many of the world's elite are members by birth, but many do not accept the formal membership or just attend their lavish parties. Horsemen of Apocalypse. The Horsemen of Apocalypse was the main strike force of the mutant tyrant Apocalypse. They followed their master's philosophy of social Darwinism, survival of the fittest. They traditionally took the titles of pestilence, war, famine, and death. During their conversions, Apocalypse usually augmented their powers and/or outfitted them with specially designed weapons and equipment using his advanced celestial technology. The team had many incarnations, but three stand out in their uniqueness. The first Horsemen are Apocalypse and Genesis's children who were stranded in Amenth. All subsequent Horsemen were attempts at replacing them. The final Horsemen were mutants that Apocalypse had recruited over the millennia, separately from his other Horsemen, to be used as a last resort. Marauders. The Marauders began as a group of super-powered mercenaries working on behalf of the interests of the villain Mr. Sinister. Sinister had long devoted his life to the study of genetics and mutations in particular. Knowing of the existence of an underground community called the Morlocks, Sinister decided that their existence was compromising and diluting the mutant gene pool. To remedy this, he made Gambit, a thief who owed Sinister a favor for restoring balance to his formative mutant powers, form a group of mercenaries into a team of Marauders that would work for him. In one of the Marauders' first known activities, based on Sinister's interest in the genetic lineage of the mutants Cyclops and Phoenix, several members of the team hunted Cyclops' wife Madeline Pryor and child Nathan. She used her latent psychic powers to defend herself, but failed to stop the kidnapping. Notable members include Mr. Sinister, Mystique, Gambit, Sabretooth, Riptide, etc. Dark X-Men. When Norman Osborn took over S.H.I.E.L.D., he hand-picked several former criminals to act as his own team of X-Men who performed a few missions against crime lords and drugs producers for some time. Osborn dispatched his Avengers to police the streets and maintain the peace, but he had also secretly recruited Emma Frost to lead a team of his own X-Men. Just as with his Avengers, Osborn had hand-picked each member of his X-Men too. They included Mimic, Omega, Cloak, Dagger, Mystique posing as Professor X, and Daken as Wolverine. Osborn had also planned to recruit the former Alpha Flight member Aurora, but was unsuccessful. Emma agreed to lead the team as the Black Queen on one condition: that Namor or the Submariner be added to the roster. The team was introduced to the public as the official X-Men, maintaining high public approval through Osborn's careful media strategy. Conversely, the genuine X-Men were portrayed as a dangerous militia. Acolytes. The Acolytes started as a small group of mutants loyal to Magneto and his teachings. There are 5 iterations of this team. The first Acolytes, originally led by Fabian Cortez, pledged to follow Magneto's principles, particularly the ideology of mutant supremacy. Some members of the Acolytes even worshipped Magneto with a religious fervor and regarded him as the mutant messiah. Upon learning of their intentions, Magneto allowed them to stay and become his acolytes. Cortez would eventually betray Magneto. Fabian Cortez's seeming elimination of Magneto established him as ranking competitor among the upstarts. Believing Magneto to be dead, Cortez gathered a second group of acolytes to unwittingly aid him in the competition by playing Magneto off as a martyr. The third Acolytes was created by Joseph, a clone of Magneto created by Astra. The fourth Acolytes were wiped out during the invasion of the Wild Sentinels who invaded Genosha. The fifth Acolytes was established by Exodus after the events of M-Day. Helions. The Helions were a team of teenage mutants who were recruited by the powerful telepath Emma Frost and trained educationally and in the use of their powers at her private school, the Massachusetts Academy. Early in the Helions' existence as a team, 3 of the members, Roulette, Thunderbird, and Empath, decided to take revenge on the X-Men for the death of Thunderbird's elder brother while he was a member of the hero team. Empath used his powers to influence one of Frost's other students, Firestar, who was not formally a Helion, into falling in love with him so that she would help them. During the battle with the hero team, however, Thunderbird realized he was wrong to be seeking vengeance. The Helions often clashed with the New Mutants, though the relationship between the teams was often fairly cordial, and even flirtatious in some cases. For a time, the two teams even resided alongside each other. Under the influence of Empath, Magneto sent the New Mutants to Frost's school, but soon recovered and retrieved his students. Mutant Liberation Front. This team seemed mainly organized of disillusioned, anarchic mutant youths. Strife founded the group sometime after coming to the 20th century. They were likely assembled as a tool while Strife assembled his master plan. The exact size of the organization is unknown, but they were seen to have had several advanced bases around the world, and employed a number of presumably human guards. In their first public terrorist raid, the Mutant Liberation Front had a mission rescuing Rusty and Skids, 2 new mutants who had been captured by the Freedom Force and kept captive by the government. The squad was formed by the Vicious Wildside, the time-manipulating Tempo, the Wicked Reaper, the Brutal Forearm, the Exquisite Strobe, the Imperious Thumbelina, and the enigmatic Teleporter Zero. Their attempt at infiltrating the base was successful, and Rusty and Skids joined then. That's it guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, and if you're new to this channel, leave a subscribe too. Thank you for watching, see you in next video.